observe punctuality in court. Waiting in courts leads to frustration to the litigants attending court. Laxity in this behalf is inexcusable. Not adhering to court timings is a serious aberration. It must be avoided at all costs by all of us. I mean the lawyers as well as the judges. The members of the judiciary should pronounce the judgments within the stipulated time. Delay in delivering the judgments will cause untold hardship to the litigants, since it will deprive them of their chances of preferring appeals, revisions, etc. in time. The judges must decide cases without fear or favor, affection or ill will, friend or foe. If a judge is discharging his judicial function as a true judicial officer, following the norms, then he should not be afraid of frivolous complaints made by persons having vested interest. The judge must work very hard, very honest, courteous to the litigants, witnesses and the members of the bar, and discharge their judicial functions with all humility at their command. Unnecessary and unwarranted utterances are bound to embarrass not only others but the judge himself. What should be asked should be asked. What should not be asked should be avoided. Courtesy towards the members of the bar, as I already stated, is a must for a judge. We cannot think of functioning of courts without members of the legal profession. You have to gain the respect of the people and the bar with your behavior and knowledge. Judgments writing is a creative process. The language should be plain, precise and pointed. Long sentences lose their punch. Words should be chosen with certain precision. The facts should be stated precisely. The issues written clearly. The evidence should be discussed threadbare. The reasoning should be logical and should follow from one point to the another. The Indian judicial system is constantly exposed to new challenges, new dimensions and new signals, and has to survive a world in which perhaps the only real certainty is that the circumstances of tomorrow will not be the same as those of today. The judiciary, our judiciary throughout the Union of India, has earned a reputation for greater integrity and independence. We are proud of it. We, the members of the judicial hierarchy, have inherited the legacy of dedicated collective endeavor by the bench and the bar, and establishing an unbroken tradition of high efficiency, perfect integrity and fearless independence. The true touchstone for measuring the success of a judicial institution is the degree of confidence reposed in it by the public, and it is a matter of great pride that our country has earned for itself the fullest respect and confidence of the public of the nation. The judgments of the courts are treated with respect, and its stature in knowledgeable legal circles is equal to be best among the other courts in this land. The judiciary has a special role to play in the task of achieving socio-economic goals enshrined in the Constitution. While maintaining their aloofness and independence, the judges have to be aware of the social changes in the task of achieving socio-economic justice for the people. The consequences of judicial delays for ordinary litigants are immense and in some cases even tragic. Judicial delays, whether in cases involving high-profile persons or those relating to ordinary litigants, are not justiciable, and so there is a dire need to alleviate their grievances. Any delay in expeditious disposal of criminal trial infringes on the right to life and liberty guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution of India. Therefore, a lawyer, being an officer of the court, shall not seek adjournment for silly reasons, and he owes a duty to assist the court in speedy disposal of cases. Accordingly, the officers also shall not grant adjournments on mere asking. They must think judicially for granting even a single adjournment. I have noticed that the advocates have been boycotting the courts very frequently for reasons not always justified. Frequent boycott of courts by the advocates, resulting in immense hardship to the litigant public, has been deprecated even by the Supreme Court on several occasions. A bench of 3 judges comprising of Honorable Justice S.N. Variava, myself, and Mr. Justice Kapadia again reiterated the same in the case of Common Cause, a registered society versus Union of India pertaining to the Delhi lawyers' strike. On this occasion, I deem it necessary to appeal to the learned members of the bar to ponder on this aspect and avoid abstention from work by resorting to boycott of courts for reasons unconnected with the administration of justice, and to discharge their professional obligation of assisting the court in the pursuit of rendering justice to the litigant public. Hence, let us all of us connected with the administration of justice pledge ourselves that we will put in all efforts for early disposal of cases. I will not be exaggerating if I were to say that in the course of 55 years of our Constitution, the best institution of which we can proud of is our judiciary. Our judiciary has performed the task assigned to it under our Constitution in the best possible manner. Our Supreme Court is an institution which is comparable to the best in the world. Many jurists abroad mention the existence of a judiciary of this caliber. Independence and eminence in the third world is a rare thing. We are very proud of our Supreme Court. My message to the jurists, that jurists must be fair, righteous, upright in their work or profession and in all other walks of life. Jurists shall work together in achieving the goal of objectives of the jurisprudence and spiritual prudence in promoting the culture of peace, justice and harmony. We must devote some time daily on introspection, meditation, silence and study for our spiritual and moral development. We shall endeavor in affirming the brotherhood of all human beings for achieving the spiritual value and divine qualities. At this hour, we need a world without war, economic justice, a fair judiciary, reformation of culture, living under the guidance of intellectuals, respecting womanhood and giving them full equal rights. Living in tune with the law of nature, the educational curriculum to include teaching of the law of cause and effect, food and water to be available for each person of the world, universal agreement on one truth, one God, to bring about true realization of God and self. There is no substitute for hard work in the profession of law. If you have normal faculties, intelligence, normal degree of honesty and integrity, and an earnestness for hard work, there can be no doubt you will succeed in the profession. In the initial stages, no doubt, you will have to tread upon a path of thorns. Income from the profession will be sparse. But you shall not compromise your ethos and values for the purpose of making easy money. Your aspiration shall not be allowed to be overpowered by frustration. You will have to swim against the tide. My experience of appearing in other high courts and the Honorable Supreme Court as advocate and also as the government leader of Tamil Nadu High Court has helped me to gauge the performance of lawyers in a comparative perspective. I feel the lawyers in our country performed their best professionally. Junior lawyers are also equally competent and sometimes surpass their seniors. But I feel junior lawyers here are handicapped due to lack of opportunity and necessary encouragement. This is my wish and request to all the senior lawyers in this country and who are present here to allow the budding juniors to perform inside the court. Their competence and confidence can be exhibited only when they are allowed to handle the cases independently. Friends, these are my random thoughts. Don't treat this as an advice to the elders. This is my personal opinion. I hope the other judges who are on the bench here will agree with my views. There is no appeal to against his honor. No leave. We also always say.
Thanks, my lord. Now we will have this formality of tea.
Let us join all.
Please. Yes.
My brother. I remember. Now I remember. Yes, sir. Coming January. Yeah. फोटो क्यों नहीं ले रहे हो? फोटो लो। एक मिनट सर प्लीज सर। ओके। जल्दी लो। सामने रख, इधर को आओ, इधर को आइए। अब वो जो लिस्ट हुआ उसके बार कौन सी दी नहीं, अब वो उस टाइम डिमांड ठीक है और वो ये कह रहे कि कम कर दो कर दिया आपने सबसे पुराने तो नाम करा जाएगी जो भी करते हैं हमारे इनके साथ एक अच्छी बात है कि हर एक को जी बहुत अच्छा मैंने भी जो गया था नहीं आपका जो है वो तो सेक्रेटरी भी ये कह रहे थे यानी का प्रोग्राम पहली बार देखा बहुत हमने इनका प्रोग्राम दिल्ली में नहीं देखा उस प्रोग्राम 2-2.5 घंटे के अंदर जो कार्ड भी आया था